Okay. Hello. I'm going live again. I don't remember the last time what was that? A month ago. Okay. So it's been about a month. Maybe I'll do this monthly updates. Build furniture, do something, unpack some stuff. Update. Today I'm going to be building a bookshelf. I've already opened it up and cleaned all of the things. And I have my list of update stuff that I wanted to update. I know English, guys. Yeah. So let's see how this goes. Because if you know me, my multitasking is great. Let's see. What should we start off with? Actually, before we start, for those who have been wanting videos, shorter videos, or fun, more entertaining to watch videos, I don't really know. Those aren't really being made right now because Zach Bryan is super busy at work. And I'm not honestly sure if he's super interested in continuing making videos because I am really boring. So yeah, I don't know if he likes editing the stuff that I've been giving him. Plus, he's super busy at work. I'm telling myself he's super busy at work because I don't have the confidence, or not confidence, bravery. I don't have the bravery to ask him directly. Also, because I don't know if he'll answer honestly. So yeah. So I'll just continue doing live videos until something else happens, I guess. I should post more shorts. I'm really bad at that too. Anyway, I need a pencil or something so I can cross off what I've talked about. I know there's a pencil somewhere around here. Isn't there? Check please. I guess not. Cool. Well, I guess we'll just get started because that's down on the left. We'll cross it off with my knife. Oh, that's one way to do it. Okay. All right, here's my instructions. I got to read the instructions first. Let's see what we got. I've got my tools. Oh, they came with the tools. Here's the tools. Screwdriver, all the screws, and some other things. I don't know why there's anchors in there, but I'll find out later, I guess. And I need to turn this off. There we go. Where do we start? We start with 7 and 5. Those are 2 7s. Only have 2 7s? How many 7s? I should have 4 7s. Awesome. We're off to a great start. Oh, I do have 4 7s. How many 5s should I have? I should also have 4 5s. Okay. I already messed up because when I was cleaning everything, I took off the stickers of some of them, not realizing that the stickers are probably important information that I should not take off. So this one has a 1 on it. I'm assuming that means it's at the bottom. So we'll just put that there. This one has no sticker on it. Awesome. We'll put this one over here then with the rest of the no stickers. Here's a number 4. That's probably a 3. There's 1 4, so here's the 4. There's just round. I'm making a bookshelf. Did I say that already? I don't even know. I'm guessing this is another 3 because that's what this one looks like. So this one does not look like a 3, but it also does not have a sticker on it. Oh, those are 2s. So this is a 3. This is a 3. This is a 3. Those are 2s. Awesome. All right, here's another 2 then. Does this have it has a 2 sticker on it. At least we got one of them. All right. 1, 2's behind me. 3, 4. Okay. These are 16s. 6 or 16s? There's 16 of them. Great. 16 of these little corner things for the books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 3 twos. 3 twos. 1 3, 1 4, and 1 5, 1 1. Yes. I have 4 5s and 4 7s. I do not have 4 5s and 4 7s. This has a 5 on it. This has a 5 on it. This has not a 5 on it. Okay. But it looks like a 5. This also does not have a 5 on it. This has a 7. Great. Okay. 7s, these guys are like that. So I have more 7s than I do have 5s. Did they send me the right things? 'Cause these are all 7s. And those are 5s. No, wait. Oh, this is a 5. These are 5s. Those are 5s. I'm figuring it out. Wow. I should play some music so it's not dead silent while I'm doing this. Where's my phone? I'll get to the updates. I wish I could be like, oh, the updates, they're happening at 10 minutes. But it's 7 minutes in, and I don't really know when I'm going to start talking about the updates because I need to figure everything else out first. Music! We're going to start off with K-pop Demon Hunters because I'm obsessed with like 4 of their songs in the movie. And it'll just go off that list. Start there. And then it'll start over. Actually, I really do want to play that one. Or should we start up here? Let's start up here. Now, see, the thing is, I don't know how loud that is in comparison. Ooh. Is that too loud? I wish there was a way I could, like, find out. Or if you don't even hear it at all. That's probably best for copyright issues. Not my song, in case you couldn't tell. I can't sing. My hair is really weird. This is ITZY. Girls Will Be Girls. I don't know if that's how you say it. ITZY? I think it is. Alright, what do I do with what first? 5s and 7s need to go together? 5 and 7s need to go together. So the holes are all the same side. Alright, here's a whatever number this one is, and here's a whatever number this one is. And they need to, be put together. So all the holes are all on the same side. Look at that! I'm a master builder. Okay, now that I have an idea, let's see what we got. It's officially summer break. That is a thing here. They have summer break. It is not the same thing as summer break in America, though. That is for sure. Because the students still go to school. Also, summer break here is only a month, really. Not like it is in America where it's 3 months long. Their winter break is where it's long. It's just because the school year started in March here. So it makes sense because the school year starts in August, September, or whatever. So they have their short break in the winter in America and then their long break at the end of the year before the school starts back up. The school starts up here in March, so there's short breaks in the summer and then their longer ones at the end of the year during winter. So their end of year is and graduations and stuff is during the winter, just January, I think, December, January. I don't really know. Haven't gotten that far yet, but it is officially summer break. It is super hot. It is really humid. But I love the heat and I love the sun. So people think I'm crazy here. And people think I'm crazy anywhere, but more so here. Because I like going outside. I told some of my coworkers yesterday my age, and they were like, "Really? No, you're not. You're lying to me." They thought I was way younger than what I actually am. So it was very nice of a compliment. And also, I just don't understand. I guess because I don't really see people and know their age. Like people assume people's ages, yeah, but I've never really been good at guessing people's ages. So when people say I look younger, I look at myself and I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know what a 32-year-old looks like. So I guess I look whatever age I am. I am my age. That's what it is. I don't know. You can, girl. Anyway, summer break happened. It was technically the 18th for my middle schools and then the 23rd for my elementary schools. But because the 18th was the last day of school for my middle schools, we had English camp at my middle schools on the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, whatever Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was. Monday and Tuesday was summer camp at my main middle school. It's my all boys middle school. And they were so much fun. I was so nervous doing the English camp. I had a bunch of fun things planned. And I don't know what English camp is supposed to entail besides English. But we just played a bunch of games and had some fun. We made American lemonade. They did not like the taste, for the most part. Most of them did not like the taste. I wasn't expecting them to. And what was the other thing they did? They made it, though. Like hand squeezed lemons, water, sugar, all together. We let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, and we drank it the next day. Because it was a 2-day camp at my main middle school. And they did not like the taste of it. What else? Oh, we made buildings out of spaghetti and marshmallows. That was fun. Not really sure how much English we needed for that one, but it was still fun. And there were 2 requirements. The tallest building one of the 3, because there were 3 groups. And then, we'll keep it. The tallest building of the 3 groups and the most creative building of the 3 groups. I wish I could share these photos, but I can't because my students are in them. So obviously I can't share the photos. But they're so cute. And that was the first 2 days. And then the Wednesday, I had camp at my Wednesday middle school, but that was only one day. We had, for the second day of my all boys middle school, we played Brawl Stars, which is a really popular phone game here. There were 4 students who did not play. They don't have it on their phone or anything. They just don't play it, which is fine. But I had them be the police kind of the game, where they just had to monitor to make sure everyone was speaking in English while they were playing the game. And then as it got further along and the students realized if they don't say anything, they won't get in trouble, and they can't, because if you spoke in Korean, you had to put your phone down, your hands up for 5 seconds. And when they realize that if they don't talk, they won't have the penalty of putting their phone down. Because if you put your phone down for 5 seconds in the game, you basically lose for the most part. Or it's really hard to, come back from that. And so as they realize if they stay silent, they'll still be able to play and have fun. I got the 4 kids who do not play to try and get them to speak in Korean to get them in trouble on purpose. It was really funny. It was fun. I think they had fun at least. And the last part, I read them. I have a Korean stories book, language learning book. So I read them Korean folk tales in English. And they had to tell me what it was in Korean based off of the story in English. So that was fun. Answered a few questions and stuff. They were really short stories. It was like the very brief description of the story. It wasn't the actual stories. But they thought it was hilarious because I didn't know the original stories in Korean, and they're like trying to figure out what story it is based off of the research that I did from a book that I got. So it was not. It was actually kind of embarrassing. For Wednesday, though, instead of playing Brawl Stars, we played something else because they don't seem to be as into Brawl Stars as my main all-boys middle school. Not really sure why. It's very interesting. We had a water balloon fight, which they loved. And also didn't follow the rules. One person hit another guy in the face with a water balloon, but what can you do? They're kids. So yeah, that was English camp. And I have English camp again on Monday at my elementary school, and that one's 3 days. So I'm nervous again because it's not that I don't have a good relationship with the school. It's just there's not really a relationship with the school. I just show up and teach the kids and leave. So I don't know what I'm walking into for English camp. No more. So yeah, that's kind of what makes me nervous, walking into something and not knowing what I'm getting myself into, more than the camp itself, because it's really relaxed and laid back. Like, we do not have to follow the plan that I made or anything. So yeah, it's 3 days. So those are my English camps. After English camp, though, for my main middle school, I have phone call classes. I don't know. Because the kids still go to school, technically. Most of them at my main middle school. What am I doing next? I haven't built anything. At my main middle school, on the second day, my co-teacher asked what the students were doing afterwards. And they said, we're going to academy. They're going to Hagwons to study more. I was like, are you serious? It's a different culture. It's good to study and learn. I love learning. I love learning things. I love going to school. I love studying. So for me, it's a weird concept because where's your break? Like, everyone should have a break too. But that's not a thing here. People don't take breaks. What do you mean a break? What is that? All right, I need these things. I need the screws. I'm so... I don't understand why there's a ribbon. So I have these phone call classes that I have to call. Only the students who signed up for it is the ones that I call. So I had 3 students sign up for it, which I'm good with. And the first one was 2 of them signed up on Tuesday and Thursday, and 1 signed up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And the phone call classes are only 10 to 15 minutes long. Like, they're not long at all. And the 2 on Tuesday and Thursday, I had all of them, but the one on Tuesday and Thursday, it was hilarious talking to him because every time I would ask him a question, it's not that I don't think he was trying to think of what his answer was, because he understood the question to form an answer. I think he was more trying to form the correct sentence. So I would ask him a question and he'd be like, "잠깐만요," which just means wait a minute in Korean. And then he would I think he was typing in like some sort of translator app, translating his answer to English and then reading it. It was great. I love the effort. I love it. He tried, and he signed up for the phone call class, so I'm happy with that. But it was so funny every time. He knew what I was saying to be able to respond. It's just he wanted to respond well. So he was like, "Chakamanyo," and then I would hear him typing. Oh, that was hilarious to me. I found it so funny. But I love that though. I love that he's trying. That's all I really care about and you get to build your confidence when you're listening and talking and communicating. Which is what I need to do more often here. So that was the first kid. The second kid, I like talking to the second kid. He is really awesome to talk to because his English is pretty good. He's one of those ones who just, I was like, "What are you doing?" "Studying for math." What? Right now, it's a Thursday. It's Thursday and you're studying math. Thursday during summer break and you're just studying math. I was like, "What kind of math are you studying?" "The shapes." Geometry. Okay, got it. You don't know that word in English yet, probably. Here it is. It's called geometry in English. But it was just so cute. And then I would ask him like what other things he likes to do. He likes playing games and he likes reading books. So we described the last book that he read, and I was like that was a great conversation. I kind of wish he signed up for the 15-minute one, but I guess he doesn't have time, or maybe he wasn't ready for that one yet. I also don't know if it's only a certain grade that's allowed to sign up, or if any grade can sign up. Because I only have second graders at my middle school who signed up. 3 second graders at my middle school. Sorry. B4 is that one, 64. Okay. This. Okay. Now that I know the next step, where's the screwdriver it came with? Here it is. Stay together. Anyway, so that's the second kid. I like having conversations with him. I like his laugh. I like his smile. He's so cute. He's so freaking adorable. And why has he got to be so tall too? What the heck? These middle schoolers are taller than me, and I'm not really like short. I'm just average. But yeah. Anyway, they're all my kids. So I went from 0 kids to like over 300 kids. I have so many kids now. And the third one was on Friday. I talked to him on Friday, and his was a little harder of a conversation. I don't know if he just wasn't focused or interested in the conversation that day, or what it was about. Or maybe he was just shy, which is totally possible here. But anytime I would ask him a question, it was like he didn't really have any answers. I know he understands what I'm saying because his English level is really good in class. Maybe it was because it's on a phone call, or maybe it is because it's on a phone call. Actually, you know what? Maybe it is because it's on a phone call. He can't see what I'm saying, because I know I do that in Korean when I'm trying to listen to people. I am trying to listen and read your lips at the same time because I don't understand what you're saying sometimes. Oh, that's what it is. So maybe it was just that. I mean, he was able to answer the questions, and we just kind of talked about basic stuff. How many people are in your family? What are you doing this weekend? What are you having for lunch? Gosh, just random questions to ask. I gave them all a list of questions. That way they had some sort of general idea of what I would be asking them, so it's not like they're caught off guard or anything. And unprepared. I don't like to do that. Because I don't like to be unprepared. So, ill-prepared? I'm not prepared. So yeah, those are my phone call classes that I have to do over summer. Because they're just always in school. They're always learning Always doing something, which is good. I do love to learn and I love school, so I'm not really against the idea of being in school. But like, also take a break. I am all for the idea of taking a break, and you need to let the information sit in your brain for a little bit too. You can't just constantly be studying. You need to let the information sink in before you can really grasp it. In my opinion, at least. I don't really know if that's true. I just think that's how it works in my head. So that's how it works for everybody else. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, now that it is summer, I have time to lesson plan for the next semester, which I tried figuring out how to go about that on Thursday and Friday. I went to my main school. I still have to go to my school during the summer break. I am not off. I still have to show up to school because I have to do the phone call classes. And yeah, I don't get off like everybody else does. And not that everyone else gets off either. All the other teachers. My contract's a bit different. So, there's a sticker. Take that off now. What do I do with the stickers? I don't know. So, what was that again? I'm not off. Lesson planning, preparing for the next semester because I don't want to be as overwhelmed and busy and crazy like I was the first semester on survivor mode. I was just surviving barely daily. Like, yeah, it was not. Oh, it was not good. But hopefully I can take the summer break to prepare for the next semester and be a little more ready and not as not stressed. Stress seems too normal of a word. Not as overwhelmed also seems like such a common word, but they're just easy words to use. We'll stick with those. Stressed or overwhelmed. I want to be able to enjoy my time here too. It's only the first year. I need to take my time. That's also another thing. For some reason, I feel like there's a time limit, but there really isn't. It just feels like there is. So, I keep trying to rush things and try to make sure I have everything figured out. That way I can enjoy my time here, but I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so I can take my time on all the things that it's taking me to do. Oh, I have one more. Well, no, I don't have one more. I have one more on this one, and then I can show you the progress of what I just did. Anyway, all right, so let's cross off another thing on the list. What else we got here? English phone calls. This is a way to do it. Summer break? Okay. Oh, so I shouldn't just like flash a knife around on YouTube. So I have summer camp. Summer break was the other thing. Oh, so summer camp next week. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at my elementary school. After that, I'm going on a trip. I'm taking my first like kind of vacation time. I'm taking my vacation time because I get vacation time already. I had that the first day I got here. I had vacation, PTO, sick leave, healthcare. It was awesome. I haven't used any of it because the semester is insane and you're not really like recommended to take days off during the semesters. The days off are meant for the breaks. That is not my name. So yeah, I am taking my first few vacation days next week. So Thursday, Friday, and then the following Monday, the 4th, I'm taking my first trip. I'm going to Seoul for 2 days with a friend and another English teacher friend. And we are going to Yanyan after that to visit another English teacher friend. Because she lives up there and teaches up there. So we are going to visit her. And then I'll come back on the 5th and I'll go back to work with my phone call classes and continue to prepare for the next semester, which starts I just got me out of my body. Which starts August 18th at my middle schools. So I don't teach. So all the students come in on the 18th. I have to go in, but technically I don't start teaching my classes until the 19th because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are my middle schools. Elementary school starts on the 20th, so I'll have to go to my Friday elementary school on the 22nd, but my Monday elementary school, I don't have to go on the 18th because they technically haven't started school yet. So they start on the 25th with my classes there. Does that make sense? I feel like I just rambled all that information and none of it made sense. It made sense to me saying it out loud. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. Whoever watches this. All right, back to my crossing things off the list. All right, summer break. We can do all of that. Cut that out. But going on off of like the summer break stuff, the teachers here don't even. They don't. It's not that they don't care. It doesn't apply to them, so they don't really know. And from my understanding, the last teacher that was here, not that this is their first time working with a foreign teacher, or a native English speaker or whatever, but they're like, I said how I had to show up anyway to the school during summer break because it's part of my contract, and they're like, you don't get a break? No, what? It's part of my contract. My contract says I have to show up during summer break and winter break. Like, I still have to show up. But the teachers, like regular teachers, they get off. They're off. And they don't have to show up. So they were shocked because I'm a teacher, but I'm not exactly a teacher. So it's like there's so much gray area of what my role is as a teacher. I'm a teacher in name, but I'm really not. I don't know what I am. But it makes it really confusing for what the rules are and what I'm supposed to follow and what I'm not supposed to follow. And how, because these phone call classes, I call with my phone. My phone. I don't think they have my phone number, but they do have my Kakao information, so they can send me a message anytime if they wanted to. Now, I'm lucky enough that 3 students who did sign up for the phone call classes don't seem to message me outside of the phone call classes. At least not yet. Maybe they're not brave enough yet. I did ask for them to respond to the message, and the one student replied back with, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were, I didn't think I was supposed to respond," basically. Like, this is only for phone call classes. We're not supposed to have contact outside of school, sort of thing. But as a not teacher, I don't know if that rule applies to me. Myself, like, personally, I don't know if I am allowed. I mean, obviously it has to be, they're all under 18, so there's restrictions in that sense. Obviously, I'm not like able to go out drinking with them. They're underage. But if I see them in a PC room because I go to the PC room and they sit next to me and we just, like, that's allowed, right? It's not like we're meeting up. I'm allowed to see these kids outside of school. I don't know where the line is. It's a very gray area, especially because I'm in such a weird position of I'm a foreigner and I'm a teacher in their school and that's where they see me. And I'm obviously the age difference and everything. It seems so touchy and lots of gray areas. And so I'm just like, I want you to become more confident and speak to me, but I don't want to get in trouble. Fine lines. So, and the other teachers don't really know what I'm doing either. Like, as a teacher, they don't know the kind of, because again, they don't really see me as a teacher either, I don't think. So the fact that I show up even when the teachers don't show up makes them confused. And I don't like teach anything. It's more of the listening and speaking and building confidence in my classes. And so, and having fun. And so it's like, you don't have to do much for your classes, but I do. I have a lot that I do for my classes. There's so much lesson planning that I do. So yeah, it's knowing the many different gray areas, and I don't want to cross a line, but the only way I know where the line is if I cross it, but I don't want to get in trouble. So it's like, ugh, what am I allowed to do? Anyway, that's the gray areas stuff that we talked about. We can cut all that out. My students played this song. I still need to look at to see what the words are, but I do like the vibe it's giving. So I've been listening to it a lot. Once I look up the lyrics and figure out what they're saying and what the song means, we'll see if I continue listening to it. It seems like a good song, though. I do like the song recommendation they had. I recommended a song to them, which I hadn't heard in a really long time, but I remembered it recently, and now I haven't been able to stop listening to it. It's nonstop. There's K-pop Demon Hunters. So yeah, what was I saying? Gray area. Like the song. Oh, the song that I recommended was Woke Up Late by Drax Project, I think. And it should play soon, actually. Drax Project and Haley Steinfeld before she made more songs. It's an older song, but I loved that song when it came out, and I just remembered it recently and was like, yeah, let's listen to it again. It makes me want to dance, and I really want to dance. House dun dun dun. All right. How to make friends. What? Making connections. My progress on Korean speaking. My progress on Korean speaking. Let me show you this. Here we go. I've got the next steps done. I realize that probably doesn't look really good, so I won't show it too much. But it looks, like that. And we'll just put it over here. Make the next one. Yeah, I do have a kid in my one middle school who's really into Hitler right now, and it's getting out of control now, so we gotta nip it in the bud. He's joking about it, but he doesn't realize the severity of his jokes, so we gotta teach him to stop that. It's not appropriate, and especially here in Korea with the Japanese war. I don't know too many details about the war that happened, but I imagine it was something similar to how Nazis were treating Jewish people. So for him to make that kind of joke it's not funny in the first place, but Korean people are like even more offended because they can relate, sort of thing. Especially the older Koreans. And yeah. But my Korean communication, back to the Korean communication. I went to the convenience store the other day, and she asked if she actually didn't ask if I wanted a bag. That was the funny part. She just started to pull out a bag, and I was like, 괜찮아요. I don't need one. Basically, no, it's okay. And she was like, confused. She was like, "Are you sure? I mean, you bought, I had like 3 drinks and 2 ice creams or something. So I had quite a few items. And she was like, "Are you sure? It looks like you need a bag." I was like, "No, I know, 괜찮아요. And so I pulled out of my bag a reusable bag. Is what I did, and I was like, "See, I got one. It's fine." And okay, you came prepared. Like, yes, I came prepared. And then she was like, "Wow, your Korean's really good." At least I think that's what she said. And I was like, thank you. Not really, though. She asked me where I was from. I said I was from America. All of this is happening in Korean, by the way. I'm just not saying it now because most of anyone who's going to watch this is probably going to be watching and needs the English version. But yeah, I was just telling, I'm from America, and she's like, "Wow, your Korean's really good for being from America." Thanks. Appreciate that, I think. But she was just really surprised and shocked. And I was proud of myself for holding a conversation with her because I don't really get to use Korean too much unless I go out to like the convenience store, really, or the grocery store. But even the grocery store, I don't really get to talk to them too much. But I feel like when I go back after my vacation, on August 5th, the administration people who still have to show up to the school, I will be able to practice talking in Korean with them too, because I did that on Friday. Friday, I was talking with them in the morning. They invited me down for some tea because I think they all know that I don't like coffee. I can't drink it. My body is not, I don't know if it's an official allergy, but I'll just call it an allergy because of how badly my body reacts to it. And so they asked if I wanted to join them to drink some tea, and they brought some bread and join us. You're here at the school too. We're all going to suffer together. So I'm sure that's not how they meant it, but it was what came to my mind. So yeah, I was talking to them and practicing my Korean while I was talking to them because none of them have really good English levels except for one of them. His English is great. But yeah, so I'm hoping over summer break I'll be able to practice my Korean more, talking with them, forming sentences. I really need the vocabulary is what I need, and I'll be able to have more of a conversation because I have a basic understanding of how the sentence structure is supposed to go. I just need to know the words. I need to know the words I use most to remember them. I need to remember the words I use the most so I can know them when I have a sentence. Or like when I go back on the 5th, they're going to ask me how my trip was to Yangyang. So I need to have all those words prepared. How was my trip? It was great. Yeah, I had so much fun. I went to the beach. I ate this food. All those things I need to have prepared. Oh, morning gold. Yeah, you gave me your heart. Now I'm here for your soul. I need a drink. Water, something. Reach into the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. I can be the star you rely on. Okay, so yeah, that's my Korean ability. It is getting better. I have goals, I have dreams with my Korean and where I want to be by the end of the year and then by next year and everything. I'm still taking my lessons. Now that I have a schedule and a system, and if I have more time not to stress out about lesson planning, then I'll plan more Korean lessons. But for now, I meet twice a week with my Korean teacher. I want to meet 3 times a week, but twice is all I can manage right now because I still need time to lesson plan and do things for my actual job, the whole reason why I'm here. All right, number 2. 2 down, 2 down. Listen to them. Reach into the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desires. I can be the story you rely on. What else? Cream. Alright. 45 minutes, and I am looking good. I want to go to the PC room later. Back to my list. There's more I want to talk about. Can I get the mic a little higher? Sorry. Making friends is always difficult. But I forget because I haven't really had to deal with it in a while, I guess. To where it gets pointed out that people need to deal with my quirks and my frustrating qualities. So when I had a situation happen where it was kind of pointed out, I had to explain why I do things the way I do things. And I was just like, why am I explaining myself? This is just how it is. But they need to understand how I work so they can work with me. So it's just like, it was kind of embarrassing. From my perspective, I was very embarrassed of like my frustrating qualities. I can't explain why I'm very particular and need things done in a very specific, detailed way. But yet I'm so relaxed about it in the sense like it does not have to go by the book, but I need the book. So I need a book. That way I can go by the book, but it doesn't have to go by the book. I don't know how to explain that to someone because in my head that makes sense. But to other people, they're like, why have a book if you don't need to go by it? I don't know. I don't know what I want to tell you. I'm sure it was because at one point I needed to go by the book and I needed to follow the book. And if we deviated from the book, then I would freak out. I'm pretty sure I was like that at some point in time. I've long forgotten that person. But I still need the book. However, I don't need to follow it religiously anymore. None of us are out here on our own. Sorry when I... Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to work on myself a lot recently at self-reflection and trying to figure out what qualities I have that are in my head positive or negative, and in reality what that means. Because, societal standards says whatever, being selfish is negative. But there are times when being selfish is not negative. So I need to work on my gray areas. That's what I need to work on. I've been very black and white my whole life that I need to figure out my gray areas. This country makes me focus on gray areas too much. I don't like it. Yeah. So, gray areas, making friends. When you get pointed out on your flaws and stuff, you get uncomfortable. The usual stuff. It's not unheard of. This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. 2,000,000 pieces and we can't go back. Seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. Look at someone like me. Let's check out the eyes. This is what it sounds like. Oh, goodness. I'm almost done these shelving parts. This is what it sounds like. Stray Kids are having a comeback, for those who care. I care, so I'm very excited. And this is my first full album comeback in Korea. So it is a completely different experience from any of the other comebacks that I've had to deal with. Or go through, not deal with, but go through. Because the last comeback was a Japanese album, and the comeback before that was, I think, another Japanese album, actually. But the one before that was a mini album. Like, it's never full albums, but I also don't really know if this is a full album. It just says the fourth album, so I'm assuming it's a full album because it doesn't say mini album. But that's just my guess. I haven't actually done the research to find out if it's a full album or not. I do think it is, though. Or I'm just really hoping it is. So it will be really interesting to go through this experience in Korea. I'm looking forward to it. And what I found out earlier this morning, actually, is because this is Stay Week, and for those who don't know, Stay Week, Stays are the fans of Stray Kids. And that's their fandom name. And this is Stay Week, which August 1st is the birth of the fandom and the name of the fandom Stay. So 7 years ago, they created Stay as the fandom name and their fandom. So they celebrate every year as a birthday, and it's so cute. So it's Stay Week, where they have all this extra content that they release and fun things and do stuff. And I realized that my trip to Seoul is on the 31st and 1st, and August 1st is Stay's birthday, and I'm pretty sure they'll be in Korea on Stay's birthday. So I will be the closest I've ever been to these boys on Stay's birthday. And I'm not thinking I'm going to run into any of them because I'm going to be in a different part of Seoul than they are, but I will be really close to them, and that just makes me happy in itself. It's a little delusional, but honestly, the whole fandom itself is delusional. Like, that's a part of it. You have to be somewhat delusional about it. I need to keep reminding myself how delusional it is, because they just, again, the gray areas. What is up with the gray areas in this country? There's so many gray areas. I don't get it. I don't like gray areas. I need black and white. That's terrible. So yeah, that's a thing. Where was I going with that? I think that was just a sidetrack note because I'm very excited for it and I can't stop talking about it. And yeah, that's my other problem. I know once I start talking about Stray Kids, I cannot stop. And it is, I want to share all the knowledge and information that I know about them to everybody, because they're such amazing people. In the sense of talent, I don't actually know them people as actual people. I know their idol images that they put out, which is, I'm assuming, pretty close to their actual selves. But obviously, you reserve some of yourself for yourself. You don't show them everything because it's such a vulnerable thing. Honey, I'm good. I mean, I could be completely wrong on that aspect. I mean, they seem to keep it pretty real for most of the time, which is another thing I appreciate about them, is they seem to keep it pretty real. But I don't personally know any of these kids. I just know that they're really talented, and I really think that's amazing how talented they are. My baby's already got all of my love. No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home, and if I stay, I might not leave alone. Oh, wow, it's been 54 minutes already, and I'm not even close. I'm maybe halfway through. Oh, I'm hoping to go to the PC room later. There's a new PC room that opened up near me, I guess. And they have really good food. I want to go back and eat their food, honestly, because their computers were okay. I mean, they were. There's another one that I like their computers better. So I will be going back for the food, and honestly, because it's closer. The other one's a little bit further away. But something that they don't tell you, and it didn't cross my mind when I came here, is the what are those codes that they send you? They're not confirmation codes. They're like identification codes. Verification codes. That's the word I'm looking for. Verification codes. So when you come here and you change your phone number and don't have access to the American phone number anymore, all of the verification codes that get sent to your phone number you don't get. So you have to go and do it through an email. Okay, well, make sure it's an email that you can log into without a verification code, because I had that problem too, where I was trying to log in to one of my accounts on the PC computer on the computer in the PC room. Except it wanted to verify who I was. Are you sure this is you signing in, or if it's someone else? I'm sure it's me. Okay, here's the verification code. We need that. You have 60 seconds to give it to us. Except I'm not getting the email. So I have to log out of the email and log back into the email because it can't go to my phone. Public safety alert, guys. It's hot outside. Stay inside. Thanks. Except my email is not getting the verification code either, so I have to log out of that and log back in. However, now I'm logging out and logging back into the computer with the email, and it wants to send a verification code. Except I don't have my phone number access anymore, so I can't get through my phone number. It was so frustrating. Just a constant verification codes that need to be sent, and you need an email that you can access anywhere where it's not going to send you a verification code to your phone number. You need to set up so the verification code doesn't get sent to your phone number or change the phone number. But I can't do that while I'm in the process of trying to verify the email. It was so frustrating. So verification codes have been so frustrating to deal with because it's like every single time you log in, you have to have a verification code. And so it's not just log in and start playing. It's log in, verify. I had to do it with Steam too. I didn't have the verification code set up on my Steam account. That was my bad. So it wanted to send it to my phone number. I don't have access to that phone number. Well, we can't give you this for that phone number because we don't recognize that phone number because it's a Korean phone number. Obviously, it makes sense. So they wanted to send it to an email address. However, that one signed up with my student email address that I just lost access to this past March, I think. So yeah, anything with my student email address now needs to be changed, and I need to go through and find all those things. And then I need to go through and find all the verification codes that are set up through my phone number because these dang verification codes, they verify everything, your identity, you're legit. Are you a legit person signing into a legit thing that's actually yours? Like all the time, verification codes. It is. They really want to make sure it's you. It makes it really frustrating. But that is something they do not tell you. I did not run across that anywhere in my research of coming to this country. Verification codes. I don't know if it just clicked for everyone else or no one really had this problem like I did. Because, again, it was my fault I didn't set up the verification stuff for Steam prior to the PC room. Now I have it set up, so I have to go back again and test all these verification codes to make sure that I can get it accurately and not frustratingly. All right, I've done all that. What's the next steps? All right, what else we got here? What they don't tell you. English summer camp progress. Turn that back on. It's getting stuffy in here. I still haven't figured out how to work my circulation system, heating, air conditioning, any of the temperature regulating systems. I haven't figured them out exactly. I know it's on AC right now, but I'm pretty sure there's a fan button where it just gives you a fan instead of using the AC. I just don't know how to do that one. This is for all my ladies, so don't get hot. So turn it up. All right, we have created the shelves part for the books. This is a bookshelf. I mentioned that, right? We're on page 2. That was step 1, guys. That was step 1. We're on step 2. How many steps? This is going to take forever. I'm going to end this live before I finish this thing. There's 11 steps, and I just finished step 1. I hope the rest of the steps don't take this long. I think that was the longest part. All right, what do we got? I need 3. Which one was 3? That's 1. These are 2. Here's over here. All right, here's 3. 3 and 3 and what? Okay, 3 is the base. 3 is the base. So I need to pick one of these to be the base. This way. Like this. And this. Not like that, because that is the wrong way. Let's see this. Okay. Like that. Okay, great. That has to go there. It is the outer ones. How interesting. Oh, gosh. All right, so it looks like that with this like this. This needs to go. This would probably be easier if I was on the same level. Oh, there it is. There's different lengths. And it's turned in my cup now. Oh gosh, I need a nap. That is nap time. What are these ones then? What am I anchoring this into? I don't know. Last night we had one, drank till 2, danced till 4, walked you home, away till dawn. No, and now. Oh God! I seriously need to go to the gym. I'm hoping that because I'll have more more time to do other things besides lesson plan. I'll get a gym membership. That'll be nice. I need to go back to the gym. Won't you hold away till dawn? Oh, I met one of my kids. I was walking to get Korean barbecue, and I saw one of my kids, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing?" And he was like, boxing." Actually, no, that's not how the conversation went. What had happened was, I asked him, "How are you?" And he said, "Boxing." So I was like, "Close enough." "Oh, you're going boxing. Okay, that's really cool. Have fun." That's how that conversation went. I was just happy he responded to me. Sometimes they walk past me and they don't even say hi. So I get happy when they actually say hi. I don't care if they're not saying it right. Because the courage and the confidence is where I need them to start. We'll work on what you're saying after I build your confidence a little bit. Or bravery, or whatever they need. I'm not really sure. I walked you home, wait till dawn, step till noon, how one more. Why is it so easy with the lights out? So easy when the lights out. Easy when the lights out. Why is it so easy? Last night we met at one, drank till two, danced till four. Won't you hold awake till dawn, step till noon. You know something else I've noticed while I've been doing this? Recording videos. Some dance. Where was I going? I got this sidetracked with the song. Recording myself and watching my videos back. I can only watch a certain amount. There's a dissociation that happens, but not in like who is this person kind of thing. It's more of a self-analyzing dissociation. Like my brain forces itself to ask who is that, because that's not me, because I know what I look like and that's not what I look like. But I'm also noticing a lot of little these things that I do while I'm recording a video that I unconsciously doing. And one of them is like biting the inside of my cheek, or like, I don't know, I make some sort of weird face. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I do it without even realizing I'm doing it. And it looks ugly. So that's why I don't really post too much, because I look at the video for like 5 seconds and I realize I look terrible. So it doesn't get far. So I'll work on that. Nothing fun about it. Oh, wasted a bit of time. Never mind, because 1 week later, I'm actually gonna be cute. I want to rip off the Google bin and make. So we set a date. All right. There's a small, medium, and large. Oh, small, medium, large. Okay. Large needs to go to the large. Just in case. Okay. Large to large. That takes the Y. His you 5. Hello. What was that? What was that alignment supposed to do for me? Okay, he let me down and I get down, cause the club ain't even land on me right now. What's up right there? But both we don't get there. And our heart is pretentious anyhow. I might have had my dates canceled. Oh, I've had an absolute nightmare. If the risk of date number 4, a bit awkward because we stopped before. Not dismiss me, because at least once you tried to kiss me. I got a rookie tour. I'll be up later on tonight. Hear the international dial tone. And I'm excited. I just want something done. He didn't seem like the type to. No, it's totally fine. Oh, exercise is worse. You get that thing out of there. Feeling shocked if he cancels my. Alright. What do we got? 9 of what's done back and forth. See why I always stop this more. Yeah, get away! Can't see tears in the shower. Downloaded Titanic just in case. And look, see every flaw. I'll be fine on my own as I walk into the bed. I can turn off my phone. Work kept me late. So sorry I went straight to the bar, but I'm a bit early, so no rush, can't wait. Are you sure? I'm just heading out the door. No, he's dead. I don't understand. No, I haven't gone if I were ever here. I'm on my trip in the air. Have you done something new in your head? Oh, I don't understand. I need those ones to line up. I seem to making love. His friend likes other stuff. The stock exchange for an hour and a half. He said this was fun. Ouch! Oh, you know what else? So, okay. I know it's just because when so many people plant an idea in your head, you start to believe it yourself, sort of thing. But so many people are telling me to date a guy here. I'm just like, guys, no. I don't want to. Not yet. This is not aligning how it's supposed to align. Can I just not do it? Am I doing it the wrong way? Am I an idiot? No. No, that can't be right either. No, wait. Is that right? Okay. Okay, hold on. Big ones. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, big. Okay. I'm just stupid. Okay, got it. Ding! I am not stupid, I am slow. I could have easily figured that out. You're probably screaming at me watching this, like, just flip the dang thing around. Mine's goes in your... But yeah, so many people have been like, date a Korean guy, for all the wrong reasons. You should date a Korean guy for the experience, just to date a Korean guy. That's not really why I date someone. I don't date for the experience. I date because I want to be with them and form a relationship. Other people are like, date a Korean guy so you can practice your Korean. Also, not exactly why I want to be dating a Korean guy. I don't want to date a Korean guy so I can use him for my English or Korean lessons. I feel like that's not really a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Goodness gracious. Oh, jeez. I need to get to be in more shape. I'm so out of shape. As the flames get higher. There we go. Oops. Rite of passage. Oh, but the other thing that I want to do, haven't done in a really long time, is dance. I want to start dancing again. I just love dancing so much. I want to get into like pottery and do things here. I want to do things. I don't just want to see things. I want to do things. I mean, seeing the country is obviously a once in a lifetime thing as well. But I really want to do things here. Oh my gosh. They are geniuses when it comes to building these things, like figuring out how to build these things. It's so simple. Such a simple answer. You just turn the little things so the big holes make it easy for you to screw in those screws. Ugh. I wonder it wasn't lining up on the wrong side. But anyway, after my English camp at my middle school, I got an impromptu invite to their second half of their day activities, which was rock climbing. And I haven't gone rock climbing in so long. And I got to participate too. I got to attempt to climb the wall because I'm so out of shape. And I haven't gone rock climbing in forever. And there's a way to do it properly. But they didn't tell you that. They're just focusing on the kids and relying on their natural strength as kids to climb the wall. I did not make it to the top, but I made it pretty far, so I was happy with myself. But I am still sore from climbing the wall once. It's so sad. It's so sad. Now, I also haven't helped myself. I haven't stretched or anything. I haven't done anything to make myself feel better. But it was just like, how am I still sore? Because I haven't done anything to help. All right, there's the rotating wall. All right, back to... I hope I can flip this over now. Guys, I have one level. It only took me an hour and 15 minutes. All right. I hope I was allowed to flip that over now. I was not. I was not supposed to flip it over yet. Nice job. All right. Back over you go. Okay. All right. So now those are the big ones. We're on to the little ones now. Ah. What number? 4. All right. I need 4. Ah. Okay. So it doesn't go directly on. Okay. No, wait. It doesn't make sense. I like that. Did I do this wrong already? I don't understand. It needs to go in the middle hole, which is that one. But it needs to be. No, that doesn't make sense either. Because that's not deep. I'm not getting it again. Well, it's in Korean, so it doesn't explain it well. I could read it to you. Let's see. What's it say? It says, what's the time? It does not say what's the time. 사이트에 구멍을 선택하세요. 예? From way back, something that I've made the discovery, but it's also discovering again and again. Is that nothing is simple here, and it's not that it's not simple. I'm sure it is to a Korean person who speaks Korean and doesn't have to verify or is used to verifying themselves every single time. Or doesn't have trouble because it's a foreign phone or it's a foreign app store or it's a foreigner. So it's probably a lot less struggle to deal with these things that I have to deal with. Like reading instructions. Even when I'm cooking, obviously, it takes significantly longer to do things because everything's in Korean. Obviously, I'm in Korea. That is a part of the struggle, but I don't think they realize how much longer it takes to read and translate and trying to figure out what's happening in order to know what I need to do. It takes me a significant amount longer. Significantly a lot longer? I've lost all my English. I don't know how to speak anymore, so. I don't understand how this works. I need this in the medium, but I'm just screwing it into. I needed to screw into this one. I don't understand how I'm supposed to get the screw into this side without it being on the other side. I don't get it. I need the screws to go into these 4 holes. No, there's like 4 holes here. up the stream. Water well the mound like a carrying heat. But it needs to be like that? Why? Why that? What does that have to do? How am I supposed to get? It's not like I can reach. I just attached. Did I attach to the wrong one first? No. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh, I did, because I'm stupid, I did. You used it. Ugh. Oh god, the struggle. Okay. I'll get this. Again, just figuring out the instructions on what the freaking do. I did it too, so. Alright, I know what I'm doing now. I attached it to the wrong side first. That's why I can't do it right. I need to attach it to the base first, and then attach the base to the rest of the structure. Come on, guys. Basic building 101. I have forgotten all of my basics when I came here. Okay, so the large ones go on this. Alright. Like that. Alright. This, and where are you at over here? Oh, wait. Now that doesn't make sense. That's why it didn't make sense. Oh my gosh. Alright. This, please be wrong. Please be. No, that is right. It's gotta be flat. Oh my gosh, this is so. I need better instructions. I'm too slow for all of this. No, wait, that doesn't. Yes, because it's attack. Trust the process. Trust it. I trusted it the first time and I was wrong, so I'm trusting it the second time and hopefully I'm right this time. Alright, what other updates have I had? That was everything on my list, I think. Making connections and friends. There's a difference here. I am a foreigner and I will always be a foreigner here, and I just have to accept that in terms of making friends here because there's like a weird competition between foreigners in making friends. I don't know. I see it a lot on social media. I don't think it's as big of a thing in my area as it is in like Seoul or bigger cities, but it will be a problem that I have to deal with eventually, I think. And yeah, there's just a weird competition between foreigners, and there's a huge hate on foreigners too, between foreigners. Like, it's not even like Koreans hating on foreigners, it's foreigners hating foreigners. It's terrible. So there's just like, I'm discovering a lot more of the anger that foreigners have with other foreigners here. And I've noticed because my empathy levels have been through the roof with anger, and I'm like, why am I so angry at these people? They've done nothing to me, and they're not doing anything to me, and I'm not anywhere near them. And they're not like, it's just other people. I'm feeding off of other people's angers is what I'm doing. I'm seeing a lot of other foreigners be angry at other foreigners, and so it like comes to me. I don't know. Alright. Oh. Okay, that's big, medium, small. We need medium. Medium. Here. Gosh, is that a genius? Oh wow, there's the sticker that says it was made in China. Thank you. So yeah, it's just I'm discovering that there's a lot of anger and hatred from foreigners to foreigners. And I don't mean like foreigners visiting here, I mean like foreigners living here. There's like a lot of anger and hatred. Not hatred, but like judgment. There's a lot of judgment from foreigner to foreigner who all live here. And competition on making friends with those foreigners. And you can't trust the foreigners because they're all in it for themselves. I don't get where it stems from. I haven't figured that out yet. Because I'm not really worried about how. It's not that I'm not worried about how I act, because I act appropriately, and I'm pretty straightforward. So it's not like. I mean, people can always misinterpret whatever they want to misinterpret. And I could get in trouble one day. I don't know. Just for something I do. But I try to be as honest as I can and upfront about everything that I do, because I need that kind of understanding to happen. What I am discovering is that there's a distance, not a distance, separation. There's a separation when it comes to foreigners and Korean people making friends. They'll be your friend with distance. It's like you can't be genuine friends because how they've formed their friendships in school. And they basically stick with those friends for the rest of their lives here. It's not that they can't make new friends, but nothing's going to compare to the strong school friendships that they made, whatever school they were in. So you can't come with the expectation that you're going to be buddy and best friends with people here, because that's like really difficult and takes a lot of time, cultivation, dedication, and reciprocation. And friendships here are, I haven't quite learned the ways of friendship. My elbow. Not the ways of friendship, but like I know for boyfriend-girlfriend relationships here, there's like a much more clingy vibe. I don't know how it goes with friendships though. Like I don't know how the translation over to friendships. Defensiveness? I don't know. All I know is that it's not, or I've heard a lot of stories of Koreans always picking their Korean friends over their foreign friends, even if their Korean friends are super toxic and terrible. But I don't know if that's true. I mean, it's not true across the board, obviously. There are people in their lives who know how to pick out toxic people from their lives, no matter what background they're from. But it seems to be more common here that they will pick, oh, look, another warning. Hey, guys, it's still hot outside. I can't keep on meeting the love of my life like this. But yeah, they seem to stick with their own type thought process, which I guess happens across the world. I just never really noticed it as much as I do here. But it isn't uncommon. I have dealt with it before. I had someone tell me basically that they couldn't marry me because parents basically didn't approve. I wasn't one of their own. I wasn't one of their own kind. Therefore, I wasn't allowed to get married to this guy. Their relationship was going sour anyway, so I think that was just icing on the cake. All right. This is besides the point. I'm at an hour and a half now. I'm going to finish this off with the live because I don't really have any other updates. I promise you. So yeah, that's as far as I got for updates. I'm gonna finish building this. I have to build the chair too. Ugh, it's taking forever. And then hopefully go to the PC room and get some dinner. And then I won't have to do dishes because I will have made dinner at the PC room. Hopefully it's not too busy. It probably will be though. So we'll take our chances. Anyway, until next time, which I guess is next month, if I just start doing this as a monthly thing. And hopefully, hey guys, another safety alert. It's hot outside. Yeah, and I might just ask the question again of who has anything they want to ask for updates, because I'm just kind of writing them down as they happen. Anyway, until next time, bye. Ending the stream.